What's up, y'all? This is Jabari Long, the real estate expert, checking in. Today, I want to talk about soliciting funds for your real estate deals. So, your investors who are looking for funds to do your fix and flip projects or your buy and hold projects, you're soliciting funds. Um, there's a right and a wrong way to do it. Like the song say, there's a right and a wrong way to love someone. There's definitely a right and a wrong way to solicit funds, or you could be in violation of SEC laws. So, for the most part, if you're dealing with someone you have a prior existing relationship, somebody you've been knowing longer than 30 days or so, then there's really very little restrictions or laws against that, right? You can ask them to borrow money to fund your deals, um, as long as you aren't pooling money together, meaning you aren't taking money from Joe, money from Mary, money from Sue, putting it all together and then putting it into one deal. Um, you could be in Panera Bread, right? And somebody overhear your conversation or you overhear someone else's conversation, talk to them about investing in real estate and ask them to invest in your real estate deals. Um, the problem comes in and you need to be mindful of the SEC laws and the guidelines when you're pooling together funds, right? So you're sourcing money from a bunch of people. Some people call it crowdfunding, and then you're going to put everybody's money into a deal together. So to do that, you either one need to get those people to agree to be part of a corporation that you fund to do this specific project, and each of those individual people will either be shareholders in the corporation or members of the LLC. They have to all be in agreement to do that, and then you can do it legally. Or you need to apply for an SEC exemption, seek the advice of a SEC attorney, and formalize a private placement memorandum and a subscription agreement to share that with your potential investors. The government, the IRS, the powers that be, they want to make sure that everybody who is a potential investor understands the risk of loss that is involved in these types of transactions. The volatility of the deals, the potential for value loss, the potential for the investment to be illiquid for a period of time, right? They might invest with you, you bought property, and they might come to you and say they want their money back. And excuse me, at that time the investment is illiquid, right? You don't have the liquid funds because you purchased property with those funds. So those subscription agreements and those private placements provide for those types of instances. And at that point, people can't say that they didn't know. You know, everything is good when the investment is going well, right? People are making money. When things don't go as planned and the investments or the cake doesn't rise as high as you thought it was going to rise or they thought it was going to rise, then that lies the problems. So maybe you've been doing this and pooling people's funds together and wasn't aware that that was a illegal practice. However, keep in mind that ignorance of the law does not exempt you from those laws. So it is not overly expensive for what you're getting, I think, with regards to dealing with an attorney to get that paperwork formalized. But if you don't do it, you could be in some serious, serious trouble, especially if those investments go awry and you have a lot of people lose money. So keep that in mind, y'all. Everybody's looking for funding to get their deals done. We utilize the banks, but that's almost like a last resort, right? We want private funds because it allows us to be more liquid, allows us to close quicker, and secure more deals that way. So keep in mind if you're doing that, get the knowledge and understanding, do your homework so that you aren't illegally soliciting individuals for funding for your deals and don't even know it. Once again, Jabari Long, the real estate expert, checking in. I'm out.